Good morning, folks. Welcome to Quantsapp. This is Vicky Sajnani, and let's start with the morning brief. Nifty yesterday closed 235 points down, 1.5% lower, 15,403. Nifty Bank closed 32,837, 400 points down, 1.21% down. So let's see where the SGX Nifty is. Roughly flat at 756 when I last checked. Clearly, suggestive of after a kind of some amount of gains last evening in SGX Nifty. Now it has come back to almost a change of minus 2.2, indicative that most of those gains have been wrapped up, and looks like we could have a negative bias on Nifty. Looking at the charts, again, it looks mildly negative with a sharp rise in OI. Technical levels 15,200, 15,000 on the lower side, 15,700, 750 range, and 16,000 on the higher side. That's what is being looked at as the major levels for Nifty. Looking at the open interest, as I pointed out, that there is a sharp increase in open interest in futures. Clearly, we are seeing this built up of shorts yesterday. And prior to that, we had a set of long unwinding and a mild short covering, which is clearly, suggestive that there are shorts in the system and shorts are getting added to a certain degree. As far as the open interest picture is concerned, 15,407 was the fair price for futures, and 15,700 and 16,000 happened to be the two strikes on the higher side, which is showing a substantial OI in call built up. And on the put side, major level is 15,000 as of now, what we see. So that's showing a massive OI built up in terms of puts. Looking at the Nifty pain level, it's 15,450 as of now. That's what the indication is. Moving on to Bank Nifty now. Bank Nifty, the major levels, again, that's looking like more of no man's land, or a mild tinge on the short side, with 33,800, 850 is the higher level, and 32,335 being the support zone for Nifty, and 32,000 being the next major level. So let's see how the day pans out for Bank Nifty. Again, as I pointed out, that it was literally in a no man's land, but there is some amount of shorts coming in, and definitely there are no longs coming in into Bank Nifty. So clearly, there is some amount of pressure which is getting built up due to Nifty. Bank Nifty also could be in a negative binge this morning. From the OI picture, clearly, seeing built up of shorts at around 33,000, 33,500. And 32,500 on the lower side, and 32,000 being the major levels. The pain level, 32,900. That's what is being pointed out as the major pain level for Bank Nifty. Top gainers and top losers. So we have Hindpetro, MGL, and RBL Bank as top gainers. Sun TV, Hindustan Copper, and Hindalco, mostly metals, which we see are coming on a negative binge, again, due to possible recession fears which are being talked about globally. Index contribution, private banks minus 42 points, and most of the other ones are also all in the negative territory. So NBFC is minus 23 points, oil is minus 61 points, and IT is minus 21 points again. So clearly, all sectors in the negative as of yesterday. Built up sector, sector-wise built up, what we are seeing is shorts being built up and long unwinding only in private banks and telecom. Most of the other sectors are on the short side: auto, ancillary, cap goods, cement. What stock we have on radar today is AU Bank, closed at 596.50 thereabouts. So 600 on the higher side happens to be a stiff point, and 633. On the lower side, 580 and 560 happen to be the levels. And then the next major level is 530. So on the breakdown of 560, one could consider a negative shade in AU Bank till about 530 levels. Of course, 560 should get broken for that. And 580, 585 is on the higher side, which is being considered as a retarding level as such, or the stop loss level as such. So please do consider your financial advisor before stepping into trades. This is not a particular trade being given, but this is just a shade of the stock being talked about as of now. So looks like 560 is a major support zone for AU Bank. Looking at the pattern in the OI, you had sharp moves and you have a long unwinding also happening. The intermittent peak which was found was more on short covering as such. So we are seeing large amount of shorts coming in. So let's see how that pans out as we move along. Open interest picture from the options end, clearly suggestive of 600 and 650 happening to be the major levels on the higher side, and supports being 550 as per the puts OI. So that's with respect to AU Bank. Moving on, the next other stock which we have again on the sell side is Bharti Airtel. Let's look at the technical levels. 663.50, 684 on the higher side, and 634 and 600 being the supports. The open interest picture, again, no longs coming in, but most of it is shorts or long unwinding or short covering. So let's see how this stock pans out during the day. OI picture, 700 happens to be the sharp level on the higher side, which we are seeing as a call open interest. There is some amount of unwinding happening both on the put side and the call side. So this stock could move on the higher side for a little while, and then we could see pressure. So thereabouts of 660, one could consider a resistance point from where there could be a U-turn kind of a situation, or a direct breakdown in some sense, either of the two case scenarios. Looking at the securities in the ban list, Sun TV, India Bulls, Housing Finance, and RBL Bank. So the possible entrant is going to be Delta Corp again. Possible exits, RBL Bank. So let's summarize what we discussed. 15,000 and 15,200. These are the two major levels on the lower side. 15,750, 16,000 happen to be the resistance points in Nifty. Bank Nifty 32,000 and 33,000 is the broad range, and 33,880 is the next major level on the higher side. While on the lower side, if 32,000 breaks, there is a lot of mileage till about 31,500 thereabouts. So on the sectoral long built up, there are none. Short built up, you're seeing capital goods, auto ancillary autos, ban list, RBL Bank, India Bull Housing, Sun TV. Two stocks, both on the negative shade, AU Bank and Bharti Airtel. So that's it from my side. Wish you happy trading and all the best for the day. Thank you.